there's different genres, but underlining it's a pop. It's a pop genre underlining everything. But I'm once again I'm still experimenting with the different music that I like, which almost covers everything. Because I also want to get into world music and singing in different languages because I love different cultures. Um, so as the album grows, we'll start to see a little bit more international influence as well.
Mm, okay.
And
Okay.
Brazilian music, Latin music. I love South and Central America, culture and even some French, some international European dance stuff.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Now speaking of that, let's get into that like your personal side. Where are you from?
I was born in Brooklyn and
Okay.
grew up in South Florida. My parents, my whole family is from Jamaica. On my dad's side, there's Irish and East Indian roots, and so there's a Florida, and then moved out to L.A.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Which one you like better?
Oh, it's hard. I took a little trip to South Beach where I moved from when I came to LA, and I love South Beach. I love Florida. I love the tropical climate. I love humidity. I
Right.
love being hot.
Right.
and
Right.
LA is just so motivating. It's every time I'm here, I'm motivated to work. I'm motivated to be creative. I can't help but, want to keep working on my art. And you know, Miami, while being a great place to live, sometimes it's just a different pace. It's laid back, and that's a good place. I wouldn't mind going back and forth.
Hmm.
I've been thinking about doing the bi-coastal thing. I think that might be the best thing for me to do.
Right. Go back and forth. Now,
Yeah.
were you one of the kids like when you were younger that was like playing with lighters and like burning your hands and fingers? I had some friends who used to do that, so that's why I asked. Like,
I was a bit of a daredevil with everything. I used to jump off of houses and get lost climbing into trees, and yeah, I had my fire moments as a kid, and
right.
I've got my knees all banged up, doing all the kinds of sports and stuff. It was really hard for me to stay still. It still is. I like being busy and I like being active, and I like playing sports. I almost don't really do like going to the gym. I'd rather play. I'd rather play a sport. I'd rather get involved in some competition, and yeah, I get driven by things like that.
So since you stay like so busy, do you have time to date, or are you dating, or are you single, or
Wow.
married?
Not a lot. There's not a lot of time for much. I'm single, um, and especially because I'm juggling a lot of things on my plate right now. Um, I have a great group of friends, and that support me, and I can be myself with, and I love to travel and go have fun. But as far as like, it's rough, and
Hmm.
I think my mind will be in that place soon. But right now, I'm kind of trying
Focus.
to play off keep the momentum going with what's going on in my work.
Okay, right, right. Okay. So, and I know you said earlier you do solo shows. So after you guys wrap up the tour, the Little Wayne tour, are you gonna do like another tour? Or are you gonna be in city to city, or was as far as doing
Well,
burlesque?
there's some stuff I can't really, get it, talk about yet because there's some stuff like that's being negotiated and talked about right now with my team. But um, I do have a regular gig at Harvell's in Santa Monica, which is a great music club on Fourth Street. And once I get back into town and start reworking my schedule, I usually play there twice a month, and with a great band, Bongo Fury. I usually play Tuesday nights there twice a month. So I know once the tour is over at the end of the month, and February is going to be kind of busy with a lot of PR stuff for the game, but I try to update my website to let people know when I'm going to be at Harvell's. So at least there's one place that people can come and see me perform.
What is your website?
Oh, evaladair.com.
There you go. Okay, good, good.
Yeah.
Just so my listeners know, go check that out, evaladair.com. Definitely. Okay. Um, well, I know you're shooting your video, so I don't want to take up a whole lot of your time. But
Thank you.
yeah, no, it was great talking to you. Definitely was. Did you have you're such a like creative person. I could just feel the energy like through the phone. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, can you?
yeah,
Oh, thanks.
I can. I definitely can. Oh, let me ask you something else. One more question before I let you go. How was it working in Idlewild, the movie?
Oh, wow. It was awesome. We were in Wilmington, North Carolina for 2 months. Brian Barber and the whole cast. It's just an amazing cast. Terrence Howard, um, my gosh, of course,
Okay,
Andre and
right,
Big Boy, and it was such an experience because we were living in that period, dressed in that period for 2 months straight, and what they were doing was just so original and hadn't been done before. So it was an awesome experience to be a part of.
right.
Yeah.
How did you get selected for that?
I'm sorry, say again.
How did you get chosen to be a part of that?
It was through an auditioning process, and then I, got to meet with the director and at the time the choreographer Hinton Battle, who was, amazing Tony-winning actor, performer, choreographer, and they were looking for some specific talents. Um, they, when they found out the things that I could do, because I had worked on an Outcast music video doing stilts, and Brian remembered me, and he basically said, you know what, just bring the stilts, bring the fire, just bring everything to North Carolina. We're going to work it out. And what ended up happening was, amazing for both of us. It wasn't really written into the script. It happened when we got there, and Eva, the fire diva, became a character in the whole movie. So um, it was pretty cool.
Eva the Fire Diva.
Eva the Fire Diva. That's my character in the movie. Yeah, I even got a little scene with Macy Gray and after our musical number, and yeah, it was fun. It was really fun.
That's good. That's good. Well, I know you're gonna be so successful. You're gonna be huge. I'm gonna see you everywhere. So
Thank
just
you.
don't forget about me. Okay.
I won't. You gotta give me that address.
I'll give it to you. I'll definitely give it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Any last words you wanna say to our listeners before we go?
Yes. Thank you so much for supporting the game and waiting so patiently, because I know it's taken a long time for the new Resident Evil to come out. But I hope you all check it out. I hope you all enjoy it, and just keep looking out for what Eva's going to do next. I hope you enjoy seeing all the crazy, stuff that comes up. It's
Right.
going to be different. I always want to try to keep it fresh.
All righty. Well,
All
like I
right.
say, definitely you're more than welcome to come back on the show anytime. Um,
Thank you.
and I wish you much more success.